Hello everyone. Today we are diving into the fundamental concepts in operating system call. We will explore what they are, how they work, their advantages, their limitations, and some common example. Now at its core, a system call is a mechanism that allows a user space program to request services from the kernel, which is the core part of an operating system. Think of it as a bridge between an application and the underlying operating system, enabling critical functionality like file input-output, process management, and memory allocation. Now we are going to learn about the types of system call. The types of system call includes process management, file management, device management, and information maintenance. The process management means these system calls actually handles the execution and termination of the processes. For example, the fork system call is used to create a new process. File management. This includes calls to create, delete, read, write, and manipulate the files. Another one is device management. These system call request and release devices, read and write device attributes, and perform other device operation. Information maintenance. These calls provide information about the system and its processes, such as getting the system time or setting system data. Now we are going to learn about the system call interface. The system call interface includes an application layer, kernel layer, and the hardware layer. The system call interface is the layers between user application and the operating system kernel. When an application needs to perform a task that requires privileged access, it means a system call. That is how the application interacts with the hardware indirectly through the kernel. Now we are going to learn about the system call execution process. The system call execution process includes trap to kernel, kernel execution, return to user. The execution process of a system call involves three main steps. First one is trap to kernel. The application triggers a system call causing the CPU to switch from user mode to kernel mode. The kernel execution. The operating system executes the required service in the kernel mode. Now return to user. Once the service is complete, the CPU switches back to the user mode and control is returned to the application. Now we are going to learn about the difference between the kernel mode and user mode. Kernel. In this mode, the CPU has unrestricted access to all the system resources. This is where an operating system kernel operates. User mode. Here the CPU has restricted access, preventing the user application from directly accessing the critical system resources. This isolation helps protect the system from malicious and faulty applications. Now we are going to learn about the advantages of system calls. The advantages of system call includes abstraction, security, flexibility, and portability. Abstraction means they provide a high level of interface to low level hardware operations. Security. By restricting the direct access to hardware, they enhances the system security. Flexibility means they enable various functionalities to be implemented in the controlled manner. Now portability. Programs can be returned to the portable across different hardware platforms as system call abstract the underlying hardware differences. Now the limitations of system calls. Limitations of system calls includes API stability, performance impact, complexity, limited functionality. Performance impact means system calls can be slower due to overhead of switching between user mode and kernel mode. API stability means changing in the system call interface can lead to compatibility issues. Complexity. They add complexity to the operating system design and implementation. Limited functionality means some operations cannot be performed efficiently or at all using system calls alone. Now there are some common system calls like file input output includes open, read, write, and close. Process management includes fork, which is used to create a new process. Memory management calls like malloc and free manages memory allocation. Time and date system calls like getme of day retrieve the current time and date. This is all for the video. I hope you found this overview helpful. Thank you.